All information contained in this podcast is general in nature and does not consider your individual circumstances. You should consider the appropriateness of this information with regards to your individual objectives, financial situation, and needs. Welcome to Sharing More Than the Sheets, a podcast to help you and your partner make better financial and lifestyle decisions so that you can both focus on the things that you love. I'm your host, Michael Khouri, financial planner, green thumb, husband, and just dad. Coming into the break, my kids really wanted me to shave my beard, and this is something I've had for at least the last 4 years, and I've just gotten used to it, and I've become very comfortable having a beard. But again, it was a promise, and I've stick to my promises, especially with my kids, because if you don't, they make sure you don't forget it. And I've shaved my beard. Now, yes, I look half my age, and if I went to a bar tonight, I'd probably be asked to show my ID, but that's beside the point. Yes, it's something different, but the reason I'm talking about it and I've brought this up is because it's really pushed me outside my comfort zone. Now, I've had a bit of a beard, you can just call it facial hair, really, for the last at least 4 years or so, and it's something that's just become part of me. It's just normal. It's just who I am. And I've just gotten used to it. I've just become very comfortable with it. And what it's taken is someone else to push me outside my comfort zone. Now, I don't have any regrets, of course, or anything like that. But as I was just thinking about it today, I was thinking, wow, like if my daughter never mentioned it to me, and if my kids never wanted me to shave my beard, I never would have done it. And it's pushed me outside my comfort zone, and I would have just stayed in my comfort zone. And it made me think about us and what we do, and even the discussions I have with my clients, because I talk to my clients about their comfort zones, their situations, what their goals are, what they're trying to do. And it's my job to make people aware of their situations, or maybe to mention things, or to talk about things, or to create this level of accountability, and to, again, hopefully help people go past their comfort zones, because being comfortable is very dangerous for many different reasons. I've talked about this before. Being comfortable financially can be bad because it could mean that you don't feel the need to invest, you don't feel the need to push yourself, you don't feel the need to save more money, you don't feel the need to look at your spending. Being comfortable from a health perspective can potentially be bad if you just become too comfortable and you don't monitor your health, you don't monitor your progress. When we're talking fitness, you don't worry about getting blood tests because you just get too comfortable, and being comfortable, too much comfort can lead to complacency, and it can honestly lead to somebody making mistakes and finding themselves in a position where they wish they had made decisions earlier. So let's talk about the benefits of pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, because I feel this is a very important topic, especially as you're probably listening to this. It may help you, it may dictate some of the decisions that you make over the next couple of months. The first big one is that it helps you achieve your goals. So if you really think about most people in history that achieved something tremendous or something out of the ordinary, they usually pushed themselves outside their comfort zones. They didn't sit in their comfort zones all happy and, doing their thing. They pushed themselves. The other thing as well is that it helps boost self-confidence. When you've got this accomplishment of pushing yourself and doing something, it's like, wow, I did that. And I can even talk about that financially when I talk to clients and I help them pay off debt or save towards something. Once they achieve the first milestone, I always see that extra level of confidence, that extra level of them being confident in themselves and their own decisions, but also in their whole situation, knowing, you know what, if we did this, we can probably do these other things. The other things that expands your world, it makes you think differently, it makes you think outside the usual scope of what you look at and the way you usually think about things. And it makes you think of, okay, you know what, if I can do this, what else can I do? And it pushes things. It creates resilience. And this one's a big one. And I say that because, again, if someone's constantly used to being pushed outside their comfort zones and they're used to doing things, it creates a sense of resilience, because somebody would feel like, you know what, if I can do this, what else? I can do anything. Or if I can do this, I can handle that. Or the second someone comes up against a very tough situation, they think, you know what, I've been there before. I've overcome X, Y, and Z. If I've done that, I can do this. The thing is, it's very hard to leave your comfort zone. And of course, it's not healthy to always push yourself outside your comfort zone all the time. Like we need to be in a state of, of relaxation. We can't always be high stress all the time. But it's actually really, really hard to do it. And it's hard because, it's like anything. It's like, you waking up in the morning on a cold winter morning and you're in bed. It's not fun getting out. It's like having a cold shower. I hate cold showers, but I know they're good for you. And I started doing them about 6 months ago. It only lasted about 6 weeks, but it was great, and that pushed me outside my comfort zone. The other thing as well is when I talk to a lot of people about this, they ask me how should they leave their comfort zone. And the best way to usually think about it is to set a goal, to set what your goal is going to be, make a plan, work out how it's actually going to happen, take action, do it. So just take the first step. It doesn't, usually taking the first step just allows you to just relax, to be honest with you, and it gives you that confidence of, I've taken the first step, I've hit the first milestone. Readjust as you're going and reassess constantly and make new goals, especially when you've achieved that goal. Now, this is what I do with clients financially, literally these 5 points, but it applies to anything in our lives. And it's about constantly moving forward and constantly pushing ourselves to do better. And just, again, to allow people, and this one's probably one of the biggest points I want to make, is to allow people in our lives that push us outside our comfort zone. So whether it's our kids, our partners, our friends, our family, surround yourself with people like that, or at least one or two that can push you outside your comfort zone. Because there's a lot of research around this. There was a psychologist, Robert Yerkes and John Dillingham Dodson in 1908, so over 100 years ago, and they developed something called Yerkes-Dodson law, which states that performance increases as stress increases and performance decreases as stress decreases. And that relates to what I was talking about earlier, about the fact that if we're not really stressed, then our performance will usually decrease as well. And again, there's a lot of research around this. So think about this. Next time someone tries to push you outside your comfort zone, don't push them away. And maybe think whether you should be pushing yourself. Again, do it responsibly. Do it in moderation. Be careful how you do it. But just work on ways to push yourself outside your comfort zone so that you can do better, be better, and feel better. Thanks for joining us on Sharing More Than the Sheets. Please make sure you subscribe to be updated with future episode releases, and feel free to share this episode with any friends or family that you think it might benefit. Please visit us at sharingmorethanthesheets.com.au to submit questions or requests for future podcast topics. These podcasts have been brought to you by Better Financial Planning Australia. To book a 15-minute phone chat, visit betterfinancialplanning.com.au.